Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. I am Mujahid, the founder and head instructor of the Way of Combat Urban Survival Tactics. Today, I am going to give you some beneficial knowledge dealing with matters of one's protection and self-defense. Let's start off by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by thanking him for what we have and what abilities that he has given us. This is not a religious talk. It is more of beneficial that we start off in the name of Allah and we send praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah for things and our abilities. This topic is based upon self-defense only. It is not a religious talk. Today, I am going to give you some beneficial knowledge dealing with the matters of one's protection and self-defense. Let's start off by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by thanking him for what we have and what abilities that he has given us. I am going to explain some detailed information concerning your protection and safety that some instructors neither to discuss in your training sessions. I'll say to the martial arts world and self-defense instructors and entrepreneurs with great respect and great honor, we must train the way we fight. And this is according to one of a well-disciplined ancient warrior statement by the name of Musashi. I've been training myself for the completeness of one's ability to persevere, to go a long way, to be adaptable and fluent in all my willingness to survive an attack from the front, the side, and the back. I will say that again. From the front, the side, and the back. We must know that knowledge precedes speech and action. We must have knowledge of something before it is taught or explained. One must have experience in one's field before teaching and instructing others. And we will start off with beginning with some examples, some educational benefits. Number one, for example, how can one teach or instruct in a matter of a situation if they never experienced it themselves? Think about that. Number two, how can someone teach or instruct someone to defend against a weapon if they never had themselves? Think about that. We teach people how to use weapons in a manner of defense and offense, but never used a real weapon in a real life survival situation ourselves at all. I am not downplaying or being arrogant or trying to be knowledgeable. I am not downplaying anyone. I am just keeping it real. Keep it fast. Keep it simple. Keep it real. This is the way of combat. Real life situations happen fast, simple, and realistic. When someone is being attacked from nowhere by someone on a mission, you do not have time, or you do not have a slow response time. That window closes within 1 to 3 seconds of opportunity to survive. There's no fancy moves or cooperative techniques. Just pure attack and strike back on contact. Just respond fast, hard, and real for your survival. Don't stop. Don't quit until he's down. Let's now talk about your main protection. I hope it's you, because you're the most important survivalist in a survive or die situation. Do not let no one fool you. From experience, I have come to find out over and over and over again that when being attacked, we don't have time to think. Just react and adapt. When we react to an attack, what do you think happens? If you're successful, and I mean if you're successful, you are the winner of that attack, of that assault. You came out on top. And you're willing to survive and not die by the hands of an assailant or a predator. Think about it. What do you think happens next? Say, for instance, the attacker gets badly injured in your defense. And now you're safe for now because he's down or the individuals are down. Until You call 911. What's your emergency or police and progress appears? What is your duty as a civilian according to the laws of self-defense in your region? Think about it. Do you know or you don't know? I come to realize that majority of instructors do not accompany this outcome scenario in their lessons. Why? Is we live in a fantasy world? Do we not bleed? Do we not die? Don't we love our ones at home? Don't we want to go home to them? I believe so. If you corner an ant in the corner and you use a microscope, you will see that the ant is fighting with his abilities that was given to him. Yes, it's fancy. It looks good, but it's not a reality of survival. The reality is you have a lot of explaining to do, or you're going to jail keeping it real. Example, you're walking down the street, not paying attention on your cell phones, not paying attention at all. Or you're walking, just gazing the line like sheep among the wolves. And you're not paying attention to your surroundings. And all of a sudden, someone grabs you from behind. Of course, in this situation, what happens? One freezes. One freezes until one is able to adapt and have the will to survive. Lion, predator, wolf against lamb. You must survive. So someone grabs you from behind. Your ability to strike, you bite, you scratch, you kick. You get away from the assault. Once you are safe, you pull out your weapon. Once you are safe, the assailant is down. Injury has been inflicted upon him or her or it. So now you have a weapon or you pick something up and you use the weapon and you attack. And you beat this person down severely after the struggle was over. So now, the authorities come. The authorities show up and they realize that this individual is on the ground bleeding severely. You, on the other hand, is standing there with blood over your clothing and a frantic move and you begin to explain your situation. The situation was explained, and the police tell you to turn around, put your hands behind your back, and they cuff you. At this particular moment, what are you thinking? Wow, what did I do? He attacked me, or she attacked me. In this case, it has to be proven according to the law of self-defense, if that's what you're claiming. Why? Why did this happen? Is we teaching the people falsely? Are we keeping it real? Or is that we just chasing paper? We just chasing that money. Selling people a delusion, a fantasy. Trying to pay our bills instead of trying to save lives. And the reason why is because you used too much force after the fact. After the struggle was over, you used it more excessive force than needed. So now, as we say in our area, now it's time to pay the piper. Because once your assailant was stopped, by using whatever force you feel that was necessary of imminent danger to you or someone else, you was to remove yourself from any further danger and call 911. This is the discipline of a civilian. And to report the attack, the crime, and call your lawyer. Why? Because you're going to need one on speed dial for your defense in court. And this is a reality. And this is why you must learn or come to our establishment, to our training locations or yours, to be enhanced in these affairs, to be enlightened in these affairs. Don't be fooled. Go to school. My point is your instructor or your instructors must have your safety in their best interests, all the way around the board. I am going to leave you with a short demonstration scenario for your protection and defense.